Hey Aries, I thought I would do a reading for the new moon in Virgo, which is today for February 24th. And I'm sorry, the full moon. And when you have a full moon, that means the energy coming off of this is a time for, gathering, collecting, putting yourself together, kind of reserving your energy a little bit, working on your organization and structure. Once we hit the new moon, you'll be able to gather, like the energy will be building up. So we're on like the waning moon after this. So the next few days, your energy will be very strong regarding the moon. And when it's in Virgo, that's all about organization, structure. It's working hard, paying attention to details. That's what Virgo is very known for. And so that's kind of what the focus is here. And that's in Pisces. So your intuition, things that you feel very deeply, need to be organized, compartmentalized, structured, worked out, working out problems, and really feeling your feelings through here. So we're going to take a look at a couple astrology cards for this new moon in Virgo for February. Spirit guides and angels. We've got Mars, Aries card, drive and power. We've got Chiron, inner healing. And we've got the first house, which is also, for Aries, it's Aries. So this is about yourself and identity. Perfect card for you guys. So this is about like really going within, figuring out who you are, what you're all about, and kind of keeping that motivation for yourself and really growing how you see yourself. How do you feel about who you are at the core? And then with Chiron in the middle here, it's all about that inner healing. And you've got this drive and power, which is another Aries card. So you're literally like pulling through here. You're healing something. You're figuring out who you are. You're figuring out stuff, and you're powering through something right now. And so maybe you need to reserve some of that drive and power for when the moon cycle starts over again, and we're on a waxing moon. This will be at about 4 weeks, but this is the time now for healing stuff right now, using that drive and power you have to work on your self-identity and your inner healing instead of so much outwardly. So it's like working on, if you're working on something, like it's time to become almost robotic and putting yourself together that way by figuring out what's going to be the best moves for you going forward here. So you're doing a lot of inner healing about your self-identity and who you are, and that's what your focus and drive is on right now. Okay, let's take a look at some do's and don'ts for this new moon. Spirit guides, guardian angels, archangels, tell me about sorry about that. Tell me about Aries and what some of their do's and don'ts, please. What are some do's and don'ts for Aries? Tell me 3 do's, please. Not like that, though. Sorry, these are hard to shuffle here. This is the Light Seer's Tarot. I edged it, but thank you. Thank you. Let's just do like one more. Okay. Okay, do's. So this is walking away energy. This is moving on. This is a very emotional, deep emotions going on here. Something that maybe was once fulfilling or happy to you. And this is kind of like moving on, exploring, seeing that there's more out there for you and going on that adventure, going on that journey, leaving something behind and moving forward. This could be a sense of self. This could be the person that you thought you were, and maybe that person had a lot of fun and did a lot of things, but now you're going in a new direction in your life, and you're leaving maybe the partying and the gossip and the BS and the drama behind, even though it was a lot of fun, and maybe there were some people involved or a job involved or a project or hobby or something that you had a lot of emotional connection to. It's part of how you self-identified. It's part of who you are. But you've been going through this transformation, Aries. Everybody has. And so sometimes you have to leave some of those things behind here. This is about balance. This is like work hard, play hard energy. So there we have it again. Like it's time to kind of get yourself back into balance, you know. You need to start really structuring what you want to do for your life, the direction you want to move forward. And this can also represent like juggling finances here, trying to regain some sort of stability. But I look at this as like your work hard, play hard kind of card. And it's kind of like finding that balance between things you enjoy and things that you need to do. Because right now you need to focus on getting organized and structured in order to move forward in a way in your life. Another thing that they say for the do card happens to be the 5 of Cups. There's something that you went through that was very emotional. It was very hard to go through. This is some sort of loss or regret here. And it's about like not getting caught up in those negative feelings and that sad sorrow. It's like almost like don't have like a pity party. Like it's okay to have your feelings and experience those. But it's also okay to see that there's more out there for you. And you don't want to stay in this energy too long and get stuck there. You don't want that to be your self-identity. It's healing from that. So sometimes you have to walk away from things in order to be able to heal and move forward. Okay. Let's get a couple of these clarity cards here. Give me a couple clarity cards for Aries for this new moon in Virgo. Full moon and Virgo card. I keep saying new moon, it's the full moon though. I have a couple of these cards here for Aries. Finality, instinct. One more please. Continuity. 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 Okay, this says, one thing leads to another. Unbroken chain of events, series of happenings, connected, cause, and effect. Okay, so one thing leads to another. And this is about like continuity. So like doing one thing and having like the results of that. This can also be looked at as kind of like karma. And the things that you're doing now will lead to another thing. So like maybe walking away from stuff is going to lead to like this new you, this new part of yourself. We have Minnie Mouse say hello and then say goodbye. Get down. Goodbye. Sorry about that. She loves to jump up and bother. So connectedness, cause and effect, series of happenings, unbroken chain of events. So something in your life could be continuing to be recurring for you. Some sort of loss, regret, some sort of struggle, some sort of life choices or path choices that you have gone through that maybe continuously leave you feeling hurt, sorry, sad, depressed, depleted, or just not fulfilled, or in a constant need to balance and ground yourself. So it's kind of like looking at the things that lead to that type of reaction, like effect, and looking at the causes of those. And then we have instinct, trust your gut, natural prosperity, inner drive or impulse, intuitive sixth sense. So this is really relying absolutely on your intuition, your gut feeling on a certain situation. If something is depleting you or is causing you to be in this position where you feel unbalanced or you feel regret, sad, sorrow, depleted, it's time to kind of follow your gut as to what things need to go in your life and that you could say goodbye to them, and what things you're really focused on here. So following your gut on that. And then we have finality, all's well that ends well, irreversibly ending or closing out a cycle, prohibiting further action. So there it is. What's got to go? What things are creating this imbalance or this sorrow for you? It's time to let those things go, and that will bring you a lot more peace, prosperity, health, and healing for you, okay? And this is all helping you self-identify and having the drive and power to follow your gut here and do that inner healing from Chiron. Now let's take a look at the don'ts. Kind of weird that that's the do's, but we'll see how it plays out. Do's is not focusing on those things. So give me 3 more. Give me the don'ts. Oh, the star. 1 more. Thank you. The star, the 9 of swords, and the tower. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. There's a wish and dream coming true for you. This is a card of healing and really following your dreams and your desires here. And so it's like, don't lose hope on that. That's still a possibility for you. It's still something that you very much have available to you to do. It's really staying focused on those dreams and desires. Then we have the Nine of Swords. Worry, stress, anxiety, nightmares, sleepless nights. There's some sort of issue that's been weighing very heavily on your mind. It's some sort of stress. And it's probably time to kind of address those things and see what you can do to move forward and move away from those things. They're what's causing this up here. And then we have the Tower card. This is sudden change. It's divinely guided change. It's like a foundation crumbling. Something is massively changing in your life or recently has changed. And it's like, don't worry, don't have fear. Don't have fear about this change, because this change is meant to happen. And it's usually very chaotic feeling and very uncomfortable when these changes happen, and it can create a lot of worry. But it's about staying positive and hopeful, because this change is the breaking down of some sort of foundation, a belief system, or something in your life that you needed to make the changes and walk away from because they're not giving to your balance here, but you haven't really done that on your own. So the Tower comes in when destiny says, no, you've got to get back on a different path. And since you didn't make these choices yourself, we're going to make this choice for you. This is like a job ending out of nowhere, or a connection, a friendship, a relationship where it's just all of a sudden goes south. Something goes wrong and you weren't expecting it. It's uncomfortable, it's painful, and it hurts. And it's like, you know, something that's just not very comfortable. And then it brings in something new and better that was more aligned for you and more fit for you. And then so also on these cards there's little symbols, and this one is Virgo for the continuity, and Aries. This one is Aquarius and Aries, and this one is Virgo and Pisces there, just so you know, for signs. So we also have the Eight of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, Five of Cups. This is Pisces, this is Capricorn, this is Scorpio, the Star is Aquarius, the Nine of Swords is Aries, Gemini, and the Tower card is Aries and Scorpio, just so you know, in case you're looking for signs. Let's go ahead and get a couple more of these messages. There's so many. There's like 140 something cards here, so I'm gonna not use the whole deck. But tell me, give me 3 messages for these don'ts. Thank you. So don't fear the changes that are coming in. Don't put so much stress and worry on it, because you got to keep the faith, stay positive, do the healing, do the work, and it'll get better. So we have subtlety, dignity, and inclusivity. So subtlety, a blessing in disguise, soft or muted, understated expression, and not overbearing. We have dignity, least said, soonest mended, self-composure, restraint, a demeanor of respect, and honorable behavior. Inclusivity, if you can't beat them, join them, providing access to opportunity or attention, involvement of others. So something could be happening that includes other people, and it might need you to look at something with a little bit more subtlety and notice the subtle good things that are happening and changing here. It's like a blessing in disguise, this Tower is. Least said, soonest mended. So say less. Don't share your fears so much with others. Don't speak into existence the things that you don't want to happen. Hold that dignity. Have some restraint to not explode or to let these emotions overwhelm you. And then inclusivity, providing access to opportunity or attention, involvement of others. So yeah, provide access to opportunity. So there is opportunity here. This Tower is not singular to you. It's very inclusive. Okay. So we have those messages for you. And let's go ahead and get into the Celtic cross for you. And we'll do that with this deck over here and the clarifiers. We're going to use this one here. All right, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Spirit Angels. What do we have for Aries? This is going to be for February 24th from the moon for the next 3 to 4 weeks for this moon cycle. What do we have for Aries, please? Aries. What's the main situation? What do you want to tell Aries? Knight of Cups. Movement or action following the heart, opening up your heart, or kind of moving in a direction that aligns with kind of like what your heart desires or your spiritual side. Okay. How do they see the situation? What's crowning them? Seven of Swords. You may feel like there's something deceptive going on around you, or you may be trying to do something in secrecy, keeping something quiet. But this is about like, maybe you're secretly moving towards something that your heart desires. You're doing something in secret. It doesn't mean it's bad. It just means like trying to do something following your heart that you're maybe not sharing with everybody else, or maybe you feel like you're being deceived out of not being able to follow your heart, or you feel like following your heart is not aligning with something. But this is also like taking away the power of somebody else to hurt you, right? Like this is also a protective energy. She's taking the swords away and she's leaving. She's taking away as much opportunity for things to hurt her as possible. So maybe doing things that follow your heart prevents you. You're trying to do as least amount of, allow as little things to bother you and affect you right now. You're trying to follow your heart. Okay, show me what's unseen. What do you not see coming? Ow, of course I had to drop it. And okay, it's the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence, wealth, luxury, abundance. It's being able to stand on your own 2 feet. This is an energy very much of a single person or a boss. But this is independence. So even if you're in a connection or a relationship, this is like knowing that you can handle your own on your own. If you're in a codependent relationship, this is about finding your own independence. Maybe you're starting a new side hustle, project, job, or career that allows you to feel more grounded and more financially abundant. And that's kind of what you don't see coming, is there's that opportunity. Maybe some of you don't see it coming, that you're going to be having to get away from something to follow your heart so that you can get this to come in. All right, tell me about the recent past. What happened here in the recent past for Aries, please? King of Wands, Aries. This is like getting brave, man. This is like following your passions. This is growth right here, right? This is like making things grow when these wands come in. This is the king of growth, the king of bringing in what you're passionate about, what you desire. And so the King of Wands is a very fiery energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, and it's like a new, you know what you want to do in a situation. You feel very powered up and excited to do something here, create something new. It's a very passionate. Passions don't have to be relationship, right? It's a passionate energy. There's something you're passionate about, and you want to make moves to follow your heart. Tell me about the opportunity incoming. The Knight of Swords. There's that action. There's a quick decision here. Speaking of mind, speaking your truth, or just taking action towards something. You have the opportunity to act. You have the opportunity to take action towards following your heart. What is the challenge? What's challenging Aries? Oh boy. Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is, you know, communication. Like this can be like opening up a new line of communication, like a crush or a flirt, a small conversation. This could also represent a child for some of you, but this is maybe something that's challenging you about like trying to think about what it is that your heart actually wants. It could be like young love feeling, not knowing what to do in love, kind of learning about what you love and exploring that for the first time. It could be very butterfly feeling. It could be very new and exciting. It can also just be a message coming through about something that's gonna touch your heart space here. Or this could also be like your challenge is like just really looking at what it is that your heart desires. And that could be challenging because so that you can follow it, you really have to look at it. So, you know, you may want to follow your heart here, but it's about like, what does your heart really want? So it's like looking at it, going backwards and looking about what does your heart really desire? Who are you really? Self-identity and inner childhood healing could be here with this inner healing and Chiron. So maybe it's like going back and thinking about what at your core from childhood even, what were your dreams and goals? What did you want to do? What did you want to put your heart into? And maybe it's like you feel like you were robbed of that. And now it's time to like take some sort of action. We will clarify everything, but let's go ahead and take a look at what Spirit wants you to take action on or to do in this situation. Knight of Wands, follow your passions. This is like seize the growth, go after it. If you, whatever you're passionate about, take action on it and help it grow. What do they want you to avoid or refrain from doing? Remove your focus from. The Three of Cups. There's that, maybe, like I said earlier, maybe too much partying, too much friends, too much socialization going on here, or, you know, focusing on what other people think maybe, or looking at the people that you're closest to here and reevaluating whether what they are doing in their life aligns with where you're going in life. There's some things that we talked about that you might have to leave behind. That could be certain social circles or groups. So, or moving your focus maybe from a third party or somebody from your family or friend group here, or just too much celebrating and party time. It's time to kind of get focused and organized with it being in Virgo. I didn't even get a chance here. Cards are flippity flopping everywhere. All right, Spirit, can you tell me about what's external? The Star card again. What's external from you is a wish fulfillment, a dream come true, and healing. The healing that you're trying to do. Realizing that self here, that peace and harmony, and like really getting your wishes fulfilled is the energy that surrounds you. That's external from you. So something that you've been wishing for or would be wishing for, like almost childlike, whatever you would wish for, is the energy that's coming in for you, available. Okay? And let's take a look at the hopes or fears. Keep dropping these every 5 seconds. The hopes and fears, we've got the King of Cups. So, you know, you're wanting to just be happy. You're wanting to be emotionally fulfilled and secure in yourself. And, you know, be connected spiritually maybe. Or maybe you're just really wanting to find that perfect love match, or find something that you really enjoy doing, the perfect job, or something that emotionally fulfills you. That's why it's all about looking at what your heart truly desires and taking action on it, because that your ultimate goal here is to be happy. And what does that happiness really mean for you? Let's take a look at the most likely outcome. Strength wanted to pop out. I didn't see what the other one was, but the Ten of Swords. Yeah, you're putting an end to this nightmare. You're putting an end to, remember we had the Nine of Swords before with that worry and like what you shouldn't focus on. Is because it's coming to an end. Something that was very, very stressful and deceitful even, or just very hard to go through. It put a lot of mental wear and tear on you. Fighting, backstabbing even, like it's dead, done, and over with, and the cycle is closing out. And so with that, you're able to you know, let go of something here. And it's once you start following your heart and start figuring out what things need to go, that will be able to kind of like come into play here, and you'll be able to start healing. I'm going to do a clarifier card for each one. These were pre-shuffled, but we're just going to give them a couple little goes here. Tell me about the King of Wands in the recent past, Spirit. been a long video, so I'm going to try to get through this for you. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, evaluation. You looked at something and wondered, is the juice worth the squeeze? Are you getting out of something what you put into something? And looking at what you're trying to grow and do here, and patiently waiting for something to spark your fire here to grow. And it's about that evaluation time. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. Clarify the Knight of Cups, please, for the situation. Knight of Cups. We have the King of Swords. There's clarity. Getting clarity on taking action here, or finding the truth, following the truth, following your heart with integrity, just having that clarity and connection here to take action towards what your heart desires. Whether that's a person, place, thing, it doesn't matter. Tell me about the Seven of Swords and how you see it. Your current energy towards this is the Four of Cups. There's a feeling of like rejection or dissatisfaction here. Maybe a missed opportunity. So maybe you feel like you were robbed of an opportunity, or you're just very dissatisfied with something, and so you'd like to stop stuff from hurting you, right? And maybe you're focusing too much on the negative emotions here, and that could be causing you to like be over defensive in advance of something, or try to do something without like telling anybody about it. Or I think like there's some sort of rejection or dissatisfaction here that feels like it was backstabbing, deceitful, lying, cheating, stealing, or, you know, just trying to make your move in silence. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles for what you don't see. Oh, the Magician. Yeah, you've been manifesting and trying to create something here. So what you're trying to create is this independence. You want to feel secure and steady on your own. That's the direction you're heading in. And it's maybe you've been manifesting on purpose. Maybe you practice manifestation, law of attraction, positive vibes and energy type thing. But it's about using your resources, your wits, your skills, your material things around you to create the future that you want. And so you can have luxuries and independence. And that is what you don't see coming, is that there's that chance for that abundance here, because you're manifesting it. When you stay in this positive vibe and you deal with the healing and you keep your drive going in the right way, you cut things out of your life that no longer serve you, that are dissatisfying, and you follow your heart and you get clear on what that is and take the action here, cut people out that don't align with that. Your wishes will come true. You'll be happy and your self-identity will be met. That's your goal this lifetime. That's what Aries means. Tell me about the Knight of Swords for the opportunity. Is the Page of Swords. Yeah, looking at and examining what direction you want to go. So this is the card of watching, thinking, trying to figure something out, being inquisitive or curious, and then about what actions you should take. And so this is about whatever you're thinking about and trying to figure out. Your opportunity is to take action on that. I have a kitty that's crying. I'm sorry, guys. Tell me about the Page of Cups for the challenge. Hold on, kitty. I know you want out. Oh, here's the Devil card. So what does your heart truly desire? You could have some bad habits or bad mindset, toxic energy, toxic connections around you that prevent you from thinking about what it is that you really want to do, what makes your heart fulfilled. Even about yourself. Could create a lot of like self-image issues or self-doubt, or you know, being restricted from following your heart or figuring out what your heart wants, or feeling guilty about what your heart wants. But it's about conquering that and getting clear on it, letting those things go, and overcoming that, healing that devil energy to really explore what it is that you're dreaming of doing with your life, what's going to make you fulfilled in your heart space. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So this is what Spirit's advice they want you to focus on, taking action towards what inspires you. And this is like what inspiring you to be independent and generous and creative from your home space. Like, this is like being your own boss, definitely own boss, self-employment energy here, or single mom. Could even be a single dad, but having to be the caretaker of somebody here. This is the energy of, you know, being very generous and caring with your finances and your home space, and very crafty, DIY type energy, and being able to maybe make money or profit off of that. And maybe that's something that you're desiring to do, is go on a new business venture or create something that you create, taking action on. It could actually bring in some money for you. And then when we have remove the focus of Three of Cups, why is Three of Cups here? What do you not want them to do? Tell me about the Three of Cups. We got the King of Wands. So here's this energy here. So there's this King of Wands energy here that you've been evaluating, and maybe that's what you're not supposed to focus on. So maybe it's about what other people think of you. Maybe you're wondering what other people think of your financial situation or your idea to grow something or build something, and maybe it's affected your self-confidence and kept you from taking action and moving forward towards something your heart really desires, because you're really worried about what other people think of this situation. This is about being quirky and being yourself and really going for what your heart desires. This is standing up to what others think and taking control back. And this is also like, and the King of Wands attracts and goes after what they want, and they're able to grow something here and really have people in the community be very interested in what they're selling if you're starting a new business. So definitely go for it. Tell me about the external energy with the Star and the wish fulfillment. Why is the Star here? The Star's all about this Ace of Swords, your new truth, your new clarity. So you might have an aha moment or a new idea or a conversation with somebody that puts you on a new path. And that new path is towards your wish fulfillment. It's towards healing and being able to get exactly what you wish for, sorry about that, and want. And yeah, that's what surrounds you, is there's this new idea, new truth, new clarity, new conversation that brings in a lot of healing and peace for you and is a wish fulfillment. Tell me about the King of Cups and the hopes and fears. We have the Ten of Pentacles. You definitely want this long-term security, connection, boss energy. You have the ability down here, what you don't see coming is that you're manifesting this independence, this abundant growth, and you're hoping to get to the 10 here, and it's like lifelong abundance. So you could get this wealth and luxury and independence, and wealth can be anything to anybody. Some people think, oh, if I make $100,000 a year, that's wealthy to me. You know what I'm saying? And if whatever wealth is to you, or just having a really strong family structure or relationship dynamics, or really just enjoying the work that you do, it looks like you're going to, that opportunity is coming here, because if you manifest it and you take action on it, you can actually get it. But you're hoping for something long lasting, stable and secure that really, makes you very happy, whether this is a person or a job or maybe everything, or just really being really secure in yourself and really emotionally fulfilled, long-term and stable. All right, tell me about this Ten of Swords for the outcome, letting go, closing out something stressful. Tell me about that. Three of Cups, the stress of what others think of you. Happy times. Maybe you're closing out these connections that don't align with what you're trying to do here, or it's putting an end to people not seeing you blossom and grow, cutting out people that don't really have your best interest at heart. It could be like maybe even celebration with the people you actually care about that actually have your best interest at heart. But it's saying, like, don't worry about what other people think, because that's all going to be over. They're not going to have much to think about later. You know, you're going to be all good. All right, give me a couple emotion cards here. We have wishes fulfilled. We have inner awareness. And we have joy. Oh my gosh. Talk about this. Wishes fulfilled, right? Then we have the Star here saying wishes fulfilled. Bingo. Get your wishes fulfilled. We have the inner awareness with the self-identity and like all this clarity coming in here and what the self wants. And we've really been talking about that a lot through this message. It's just about yourself. It's about organizing and focusing in on your work right now and what it is that your heart desires, and really kind of like grouping and doing some healing, keeping the drive going, not losing hope. And then we have joy. Like, who doesn't want that? Joy coming in for you. That's lovely. That's really, really lovely. Okay, well, this looks really good for the Virgo moon. I'm going to go ahead and leave the reading here. Please go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. It is really the only way the algorithm puts videos out there. I'm actually trying to get more comfortable so that I can start deciding that I want to do this full time. And if I do that, then I will start listing in the description box for private readings. If you absolutely want one, leave me something in the comment section and I'll set something up for you and we can work something out. If there's a dying question or something that you need to know right now, just leave me a comment, and when I reach back out, we will find a way to communicate there, or you can contact me with the information in the description box below. Give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.